Hello everyone, good morning, lovely to see you. Even though I can't see you, this is the essence of a podcast, especially mine, obviously. I'm aware and you're aware, I hope. If you're listening to this podcast, I wouldn't be surprised if you're also aware of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He uses visual and audio. Are there any sensors? I don't think there's any smell. He doesn't necessarily make the smell part of it. You know, there's no way of actually smelling the room, but you can tell there's a musk of elk meat and masculinity, if you ask me. But of course, I haven't met him, so I'm just going off inference. And I think we actually do that with a lot of things. We only really infer, rather than maybe trying to understand more about what we are inferring from. This could benefit us greatly. For example, if I just see a cat food in a trolley, then maybe I'm going to think she's got a cat. But that's obviously the most evident possibility. But maybe she has a toddler who really enjoys cat food, or has a pet parrot which she has to give cat food to get it to go to bed. Well, you know, all these things are possible. And this is also my first ever podcast. I am enjoying it. It's really good. But I'm using Audacity, which is a mighty fine, what we call a software, because you can't touch it. If it's hardware, then you can touch it, but I can't touch Audacity. I don't have the audacity to do that. Oh god, this podcast is quite difficult. So if this is really poor, maybe the issue I might actually have is that I've got ridiculously high levels of, like, it's really clear, which could be obviously the opposite, because normally, new to Audacity, and you hear, or you hear like, it's all the way back here, and it's all really, oh yes, I'm doing my first podcast, and it's really good fun. I'm doing a new software, and just getting to know the software. Beep beep. You know, that kind of thing, like you're in a hospital ward. But of course, we're trying to be quite clear. I may have to turn some of the settings down, due to wanting to preserve my laptop in its greatest integrity. Served this laptop a long time. This laptop's done me well. What could we talk about? Could give you the history of my laptop. My dad bought it for me back in year 7. I'm now in year 13. So that's 6 years. And then recently I spilled water on it because my friend beat me in a Minecraft 1v1. Not helpful. Really, not helpful. But luckily I resurrected it with passion, love, and paper towels. It's been a bit hectic for me this morning. I'm trying my best with the podcast. Been a bit hectic for me. I attempted, so I went to go to school, which is what you normally do on a Thursday morning. So I went to go to school. I was like, today's gonna be a good day at school. I got up on time, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, and I'm joking, I'm bald. And I'm not bald. I just got I know this is certainly one of the drawbacks of the only audio-based podcasting. This is dire. You don't even know what I look like. So how are you gonna know? How are you going to know if I'm brushing my hair or not? And even if I do have short hair, I guess I could still brush my hair. Might need a small brush. Never seen, yeah. I wonder what real point it's you cannot brush hair. I guess if your hair is shorter than the kind of diameter of the brush spokes, or maybe it's the gap between the spokes, which is the fundamental part. Jesus Christ. Oh yes, I went to school, and then it turns out that it's a Founders Day today, and we're gonna have the Pope come in, the Pope of London to come in his red gown, and his, he's got that collar around the top, which is all white, and like got black specks. It looks like pigeon shit, but he quite likes it. He wears it all the time. Bit weird. I hope he's got a couple. He's an old man as well. But anyway, then he dawdles about in front of the students, pretending like he cares about them. Hands out an award to students who are good at their subjects. Of course, I'm just really insecure because I didn't win an award. I didn't really excel at all at any point ever. But that's why I'm trying to excel now, which I think is quite quite a nice thing to do. Project rate. That's quite a high project rate. I don't know. That's just Hertz. Frequency 1/period, but I don't know what the period would be. I don't know what frequency is. I might have to get one of my friends in to aid me on this process. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've got a gig later. This is going to be really exciting. It's going to be really good. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna go tell them about all sorts of things. I don't actually know when I'm going to perform. I tend not to. I tend to just go in with a really positive mindset and just say that I'm going to have a good time, and then I tend to have a really good time. And if I have a good time, the crowd has a good time. And I just do improvised comedy. I find it really entertaining. For me anyway. But it's also a reason I'm challenging myself now to this podcast, is because, I don't know, you never waste. Experience is never wasted. Also, I don't think a hardship's a bad thing either, which is important. Obviously, a lot of hardship's quite stressful. A lot of hardship really can start to weigh you down, start grinding you down. Like, I imagine if I started off as a gears on a bike. There's like a big kind of mat. There's like layers of like really sharp metal, and then maybe if I went through like really hardship for a really long time, by the end of it I'd look like maybe a ball bearing, because it just would have worn me down, tired me out. Maybe we should just, if we want more ball bearings, we should just get really angry at really irregular pieces of iron, and then make it stress out, and then maybe the struggle will wear it out and wear it down to get a ball bearing. It's really quite innovative engineering tactics being displayed here. Really doing quite well for myself. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yes, so this podcast, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to try and do it once a week, stick to 10 minutes, and then as I get more and more understanding of how this thing works, I may be able to kind of maybe extend it. But I want to do it on my own, because I want to learn to be funny, and I think if I can be funny in my own head and be funny in front of a microphone with nobody there, then hopefully that will really help me on stage. But it's difficult. What can we talk about? I don't want to talk about politics, but I mean, the reason I don't want to talk about politics is because I don't have a clue about politics. So I'm not necessarily bringing anything new in, But yeah, it's just really funny to me that you can have so much happen and nothing at all come out of it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Most things in life, if you sit around talking for hours about a topic, something happens. But this doesn't really transfer into politics that well. I think it's because they get paid to sit around and they kind of get paid to sit around and talk about things. They don't necessarily get paid for the outcome, do they? Oh, I'm sounding real ignorant right now. But I'm pretty sure you get paid for talking as a politician and sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, you were sitting in that green room today, the green room with all the padded seats and all the posh people. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was sitting there, I was talking, I was telling people my opinion. And then they told me their opinion, but I wasn't really listening because that was their opinion, and I know what my opinion is, so there's no point in me listening to their opinion, because then I'm next and I'm going to say my opinion, and that's all that's really necessary for politics is my opinion. And then, but then there are other opinions, just so that my opinion seems to have any relativity, because if it's just me in politics falls in on itself, because then it's just my opinion. But realistically, it's just my opinion. I wasn't really listening. I have mentioned that previously. I do understand I wasn't listening. Jesus. That's what I see politics as. But that's okay, because they probably see stand-up comedy as really quite pointless. You're just what, you're trying to be funny and you're going to go home, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know about politics. I never really talked to a politician. There's a kid in my school called Daniel, who does a lot of he has a lot of interest and interaction with politics. But I talk to him about it. I enjoy talking to him about it, but I haven't myself ever spent any time in politics. Probably why I'm a fucking idiot. When it comes to working out if it's inevitable, introverted, inevitable, introspective, or innovative. Anyway, that is the end of my first podcast. I really enjoyed it. I'll think of a name. But I love you all, and we've had a great time. Thank you very much.